Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Aries, let's get into it. The first card you have, Aries, it says energy. And it further says abundance, wealth, freedom. So, yeah, it looks like you are fully in your element right now, Aries, right? Ruled by Mars, full of energy. You're the energy ball right now. That's full into motion. That's expanding. That's growing. That's attracting abundance towards you. I feel that this energy is more about bringing in abundance, shifting up your mindset to go from scarcity mindset to abundant mindset, which will generate wealth, which will bring in you opportunities. When we shift our mindset, our actions align with that mindset. And that's when prosperity starts to come in, right? It's to that mindful, receptive mindset of ours. So it's just about, being in that energy where we are creating consciously, we're doing the right things, we're taking the right steps, we have the right mindset. That's when the right opportunities that we can cash in on, that we can tap into, that will allow us to maintain that cycle of abundance. Because wherever energy is stuck, that's where the blocks start to come in. So the energetic flow is very important for us, right? We need to maintain that. So this looks like a ball of energy out here. Look how bright it's shining, right? So I feel that this is more about staying open to the abundance that each of us can create for ourselves. Because the universe is limitless. We have access to unlimited resources. We can transform any kind of limitation that we ever feel, any kind of block, into abundance through mindfulness, through mindful practices. And that's when we feel free. Whether it's financially free or whether it's just free of creating the life that we want. Right? When the energy is flowing smoothly without blocks, that's when we will feel free in the true sense. Next, Aries, you have the card of sea sponges, and it further says, find courage to explore the unknown and let curiosity lead you through life's passages. So exactly, this is more about absorbing. Sea sponges are the absorb, right? And I feel that you are absorbing a lot right now. Maybe some of you are studying, maybe some of you could be traveling, and travel also opens up our mind. It broadens our horizon and thought process. Sponges are also filters, right? Because they absorb the water and they filter out everything else. So this could be about allowing only the right things to get to you. Right thoughts, right energy, a right kind of people, right kind of opportunities. So I feel that this is talking about filtering out the negative, keeping yourself pure, keeping yourself cleansed. This is also about exploring outside, exploring the unknown, going into, it could be in your place, in your neighborhood, in your city, in your country, or it could even be, places of work, maybe domains and careers that you have not tried before. Maybe you're interested in shifting up your career or reading something new or trying something new. Maybe you're learning a skill. And here is the energy is encouraging you to stay curious, ask those questions. How is this done? How can I get better? How can I improve? How can I upskill? Right? So The more you learn, the more opportunities will come towards you. The more you know, the more you will be able to recognize the opportunities that align with your skills. So learning and absorbing, I feel you're doing that. I feel you're absorbing a lot even around you. Could be you're absorbing, you're observing things around you. You're observing people and you're absorbing all of those details. Maybe you're studying up, researching. Maybe, yeah, this is like just, like absorbing like a sea sponge, clearing out the toxins, keeping the negative things away from you and allowing only positive thoughts, positive energy and experiences, right? So it's mindful filtering, I feel. Next you have is a Seven of Hearts, and this is related to heart space, right? Heart-based decisions, heart-based choices. There's also number 21. So 7, 2, 1, and 3 are prominent here. And it further says, the stork denotes change of residence for the better sooner or later. So there are two stork out here. So I feel that, and there's a, look at the residence. There's a residence right in the distance behind. So you might be shifting up residences, you might be buying, selling homes, you might be traveling, you might be shifting places. Seven of Hearts also equates to the Seven of Cups for me. And sometimes Seven of Cups is about choices. Maybe you're selecting homes, maybe you're trying to see, which one suits you better. Now, Seven of Cups, even though it's all about heart-based decisions, like which home sits well with us, which home makes us feel better or good. It's also about being intelligent, right? About being practical. Like, yeah, this home feels good, but is it close to this, that, and the third? Is it in proximity to this, that, and the third? So we need to combine our, heart's wishes and also be practical, right? Be wise about it. So choosing consciously, weighing the options carefully, and also paying attention to the details, and also details that you can see and details that you cannot see. Like, for example, how much is the traveling time from your house to point B and things like that. So make sure that all of those things are accounted for. I also feel that Seven of Hearts is also about getting the clarity by thinking with your heart, which means that, there are so many situations that we cannot really imagine. And our heart says something, our mind says something, and sometimes our mind will confuse us, and sometimes our heart will confuse us. But with the Seven of Hearts, I feel that if you listen to your heart right now, you might be able to solve some puzzles or questions, or answer some questions that you have. Especially if you think with your heart and your inner wisdom, your core, your inner truth, you might be getting answers to some questions that you had. But you have to feel it through your heart. You have to listen to your heart. You have to think from your heart, at least with the Seven of Hearts energy. Not that you keep your brain aside or locked up, but, whatever emotions is telling you about a certain situation, a choice, you have to pay close attention to those emotions as well. Next, Aries, you have the card of Jupiter. And it says grow and expand. So it's a time of growth for you. It's a time of expansion. Jupiter is a planet of fortune, of changes. I also feel there could be newer opportunities coming your way. And, when there's new opportunities and we want to try things out, we want to grow, expand, it definitely puts us outside of our comfort zone. But this little bit discomfort, I feel, will lead to a lot of growth for you, Aries. Some of you, again, might be exploring or traveling. This is also the planet of philosophy. It's also the planet of, I would say, principles, higher learning, higher mind, right? So it's like doing things that make sense, that have meaning and purpose in your life. And this is also related to faith. So having faith, some of you could be reading up about faith and things like that. But there could be some things that you want to learn because it's ninth house energy. Sagittarius, Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. It's ninth house of growth, of higher learning, of spiritual practices even. Some of you could be learning philosophy or taking to spiritual practices, learning up some new subjects. You could be taking philosophy as your subject or practicing philosophy. This could also be travel. It could be travel far and wide, maybe to different lands, different places. Something that will grow your mind, something that will expand and shift your perspectives. And when we travel, we learn so much that we change into another person, right? So it opens up our mind in such a big way. Exploration does that to us. So I feel that, you might be growing on your you might be growing in your spiritual practices, you might be growing in your adventure, or you may be exploring more. But I feel that right now you have a very learning, absorbing, curious, researching mindset, Aries. I would like to say that you're trying to research up things, maybe get answers, or maybe you're learning new stuff, you're discovering new stuff. So a lot of opportunities even coming your way. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of, forward-looking optimism. There's, it's just about, learning and thinking forward. And it's also, the Jupiter is the largest planet. It extends wherever it is. It's growth. It's larger than life energy, right? So some of you might be, I just see expansion, I see growth expansion. You might be just, open and ready for new experiences. You might be taking conscious actions towards new experiences. You might be learning up things. Something about growth, learning, to travel, adventure is really going to shift things for you and be good for you. Next you have is the Ace of Fire, and this is fire energy. This is a new beginnings, and you are the fire element, Aries. You and Sagittarius have other fire elements. We already saw that the Jupiter card, Sagittarius energy came through. Now, Ace of Fire, mullein, right? Mullein is a very interesting plant because it has long stalks. Look at that in the picture. If you see the yellow stalk, it's shooting right up and it's so bright. Only that top part, right? Those stalks, they look like torches. And torches are nothing but illumination, right? They illuminate the way spiritually. So I feel that this is more about, torches, spiritual torches that will fire up, will show the way forward, will keep you fired up. Some of you could be using mullein even. There is mullein essential oils. Actually, I also have mullein essential oil. It's very good. It's good for creative energy. You can rub it in your hands, palms, even behind your ear also. It's very good. It's very fragrant. It's very nice. This is more about, ancestral wisdom. This is about connecting with your ancestors, having the courage to walk the path that, means that's meaningful to you. Maybe it could be something that your foremothers did. So maybe you're trying something of that kind. Maybe you're inspired to do that. But Ace of Fire is also about getting fired up, having that fire in your belly to pursue something, to create something. So I do feel that you are ready for something creative because fire is action, fire is inspiration, and getting inspired to put in the work. You could be trying different paths, new paths that nobody has done before in your family is something that could be, you could be thinking about it. But some of you could be even, with torch, I feel like you could be creating something with candles or wax. Something like that. Maybe you're creating incense sticks or burning incense sticks, something that look like torches, or you're using torches at night. But this is about illumination, about glowing, about feeling strong, powered, courageous, bold to take those steps forward, to get inspired, to follow your inspiration, and to start up something new that you're passionate about, maybe, and do it in different ways. You don't get creative. So it's definitely about following a spark and keeping that spark lit so that, it doesn't fizz off. Yeah, that's what I get with this. I mean, it's a beautiful plant here. So yeah, it's just that. I mean, it's just ease of fire. Go for it, Aries. Whatever you have on my. Next Aries you have is the 10 of air, and air is the sword suit, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and it's paired up with Alpha Alpha. If you see the picture, there's a sky, the which is there to. Skies are used to plow the land, right? To renew the soil to make it more fertile, to allow the soil to breathe so that it's ready for new cultivation. I feel that's the purpose of this kite. There are lavender flowers over here of alpha alpha, so lavender color might be important for you. You might be taking to purple. Purple is also about the higher chakras, our higher chakras. So you could be, I feel it's more about cleansing the chakras, right? So that we can receive information, we can renew ourselves. It's about energetic renewal. You might be tired, you might be doing too much tense or ends, like you've done too much, you've come to the end of a cycle. So sword cycle is like about thoughts, about ideas. So you might have exhausted all your resources, your ideas, whatever you have in your head. You might be feeling like you don't have anywhere new ideas for things. If that's the thing, then it says that use the Skype, which means scout all ideas or belief system and try something newer. Get some inspiration. You got the Ace of Fire, which means that there is new inspiration available to you or will be available to you. But for that inspiration to come through, something of the old past has to go. Maybe it's a new way of doing something, because I feel that it's the end of a cycle of learning of something related to the mind, thought process, or your, so something is going to change now, I feel, because after this 10 of air, Alpha Alpha is a very renewal energy, and the thing about renewal energy is it makes the mind fertile, right? Available for new ideas, new ways of being. So I do feel that take a break, recharge your batteries, energetically renew yourself, take some teas, go out in the air, meditate a little bit. But Tano of air is also about, Alpha Alpha is more about ancestors. Alpha Alpha is about ancestral wisdom, which you already have, but I feel that you're using that. You're like an old soul is what I'm getting, Aries, with this Alpha Alpha pair up here. So stay strong. I feel that, with the new inspiration, the Ace of Fire, you will get some new ideas that you're going to plant. And something new is going to grow. I feel there is new growth because 10 of air Alpha Alpha is like clearing the ground or clearing your mind of older things, allowing the newer growth to happen. So it is a time of growth and expansion. We saw that with the energies. And the last card for today, Aries, you have is the astronaut. It says, imagine that you are an astronaut floating in space. Let yourself be taken away by the view of the Earth from so high above. Imagine the curvature of the Earth as it rotates in space. Now look for where your home would be from above the atmosphere. Notice how tiny it is. Notice how tiny the Earth is compared to the cosmos. So when you look at your situation from this perspective, you may begin to understand how tiny your problems are compared to everything else. This will help you overcome your problems and be less stressed. So it's just trying to tell you that jubilee issues keep happening. So don't get bogged down by it. Don't get stressed out by it because, again, our problems Keep the faith strong. You have the Jupiter energy, which is strong faith. So you have strong faith. And when you have strong faith in the universe and the timing, then let your problems be washed away by time and your divine guides and your spirit guides. They're there supporting you. It's just that sometimes when you don't know the answer, you feel like, oh, it's too much going on. We're stressed out. What's the answer solution? So, sometimes you come from those questions will be fear-based and things. But here, your universe, if your spirit guides are actually telling you that, don't stress out. Just go with the flow and, live your life, expand and grow. So good energies, Aries. So Aries, those were your messages. Hope they were insightful and helpful to you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and hit the subscribe along with the bell so that you get notified whenever the videos are published. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, you all. Bye for now.